Testing, testing. Alrighty then. Hey everybody. Look, it's me, Mike. How you doing? KO4PDI here. We're having ham fun, aren't we? What a dreary, nasty looking day out. Yeah, it's nasty out. It's cool and it's cloudy and it's a great day to sit by the computer and the radio and play radio. Don't you agree? How is everyone today? I think I got the chat fixed. If somebody wants to type something in while we're live in the chat window, go right ahead in on YouTube. I should be able to see those messages on my screen. I don't have it set where I can display them on the screen yet, but we're getting there. Right now, we are in limbo because I tried doing Parks on the Air. I want to show you in the screen next to my head here. This is the Parks on the Air website to do hunting. So if you want to hunt, that's what you want to do. You go to this page. First of all, pota.app, Papa Oscar Tango Alpha Point Alpha Papa Papa. All right, you got that? That's a little phonetic for you for the website. Just type in pota.app and it will take you to the main page for Parks on the Air. Now, if you want to hunt, look for the word spots and click on spots, and this is the screen that will come up. This screen right here. And as you can see, VA3WP is John up in Ontario, Canada. He right now is at a park VE 0146 in Canada. And he's on 7180. Now, if I go to 7180 on my radio here, I got nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I had FT8 running on there. I got to turn that off. Let me stop that. Yeah, I know. You got disconnected from the radio. All right. The computer was having a little baby there, freaking out. Anyway, so what you're looking at here is the page where you would do your hunting. The problem is all the stations on all the bands you got a bunch of guys on 40 meters. They go up to 20 meters. And then I think there was some on, 12 meters, 17 meters, back to 20 meters. Yeah, so they're out there, but I can't pick any of them up from my antenna. So I said, okay, plan B, we are going to do a satellite contact while you're here. What you're looking at above my head on the screen is the screen from my ICOM 9700. That is what I use to talk to satellites. I also have a speaker hooked up to that where we can listen to it through there, because I don't have this connected through my mixing board yet. This microphone is still going into my computer. That's why you can hear me the way you can. And eventually what will be happening is this microphone will be plugged into this cable instead. And it'll be going through the mixer, which is not set up yet. Still working on it. Not there yet. So what you're looking at now is the screen from my 9700. Now, the satellite HO, Hotel Oscar 113, is supposed to rise at 1109. At 1109 or 1108, you'll hear my sat box will beep. It will tell me that the satellite is coming, and it will begin to aim my rotor, which is happening right this minute. My rotor now has started turning. According to my clock, it's 11:07, but according to the computer, which is synced with the atomic clock, it's 11:08, which means the satellite antenna is moving there. And you could see, can you see my cursor on here? Yes, you can. Right up here is where the satellite is going to rise, slightly to the northeast of me. And it's going to set almost due south. So the rotor will move the antenna along this yellow line as the satellite moves by. And hopefully we'll hear some people on it today. Like I said, I'm still not set up where I got everything, the radios and everything going through the mixer. So you're just going to have to bear with me and listen to the voices coming over the speaker over here. And hopefully this mic will pick them up. I will be using this mic to talk, which is a big no-no because you can get feedback. We don't want feedback. I'll talk very fast and very quick. There goes the alarm telling me that the satellite is about to cross the horizon. It's going to run from 1109 to 1123. So this is a pretty nice pass. It's not directly overhead, but the maximum elevation is 57, which is 2/3 of the way up in the sky. So that's the maximum elevation it's going to get over my house. Drinking my shake, my good old shake. This is how I lost 61 pounds. Herbalife. They're not a sponsor of this program. But if you want it, get in touch with me. I can hook you up. That's a strawberry shortcake shake that I'm drinking, and it's absolutely killer. And I lose weight drinking this stuff. It's so delicious. I don't know how it works, but I love it. Anyway, the satellite is rising. I'm watching the waterfall on the screen. You can see the waterfall. There's absolutely no movement on it. If you look at the waterfall, how can I point to the waterfall? I can't. The cursor doesn't go there. Oh, well. You get the point. You can see that the waterfall, there's no signals on it as of yet. That's the radio right above my head. But you notice the bands flipping back and forth? They go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're transmitting on 2 meter, that's 145.866, and we're receiving on 435.189. Now, what's really cool is this sat box adjusts for the Doppler effect. So if you looked at the actual center of the frequency, okay, it is the transmit is 145,870. But if you notice, the radio has 145,866, and it's moving. It's moving up in frequencies. It went from 0.79 to 0.80. That's adjusting for the Doppler. Now, if you look at the receive side, that is going down. This is what they call a reverse Doppler shift, where the receive frequency goes down and the transmit frequency goes up. You could do all this with SAT PC32. You could do it with all those other apps and programs. It's a pain in the butt. This SAT box makes it like flip a switch and you're on the satellite. It's absolutely incredible. I love this, and eventually I'll probably get the one with GPS also, and I will use that when I travel. Someday maybe I'll have another 9700 or another 7300. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll have another radio I can do this with. SatBox works great with ICOM radios. There's a whole bunch of ICOM radios it works with. The 9700 has built-in SAT program, which will adjust the transmit and receive and the Doppler effect and everything also. However, when you use the SAT box, you don't need that program. The radio is capable of full duplex, which means when I transmit on the A band, I can hear myself on the B band. You want that when you're working satellites, because this way you know if you got into the satellite, if somebody heard you. If they didn't hear you, then you would never know if you were stepping on somebody. All right, I'm looking at my antennas now. They're kind of pointed that way, which means I may get something back. Let's turn the volume up. See if we hear myself coming back. Kilo, Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. All right, this is a linear bird. So that means it's transmitting on lower sideband, it's receiving on upper sideband. So when I transmit, you don't need a PL tone because it's linear. Linear means there's a spread of frequencies that you can move up and down and call CQ. This way, if somebody's talking and having a QSO, you don't bother them. You move up a little bit or down a little bit away from at least 3 hertz away, and you'll still be able to call CQ and hear yourself coming back. And this way, you could hopefully get something. I have not gotten this satellite. I do not believe. Let's check the AMSAT website. Here's the AMSAT website. Here's HO113. The last report, sadly, was at 5:31 UTC and was not heard. So I don't think we're going to, I don't hear anything yet. And this thing's, I should be hearing something right now if it was nearby. Well, okay, we tried. RS-44 is coming up at 1120, but it's going to be too low in the sky to get anything. Same with the Chinese space station and XW4. SO50 is going to be good, but that's a 47-degree pass. We'll set the radio onto that. Let's park the antenna for now. Turn down the volume there. Wait till you see the cool way I move my camera from one radio to the other. I'm not, look, here's the camera. I'll show it to you. Come on. There we go. Here's the camera, right? You see I'm looking at myself now. One camera looking at the other camera. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm going to move it over to the other radio. I have this great hook and loop stuff I picked up on Amazon, this tape. It's really good. It's made by 3M. It's called 3M Dual Lock is the name of it. This is what it looks like. You can see it's not Velcro. It's actually hook and loop plastic, and it's got very strong adhesive on the back. You just cut off a piece of this, stick it to the bottom of the item you want to stick it to, and stick a piece on the desk, and bam, you're all set. That's how I'm able to move the camera from one radio to the other very easily. So this is my 7300, This is a what's the word I'm looking for? This is just my HF rig. We're in HF digital. We'll go out of data digital. We're in, it should be in lower sideband. Okay, now we're in lower sideband. We're on 80 meters. I hear somebody there. Oh, it's somebody doing Parks on the Air. Let's see, we're on 7204. Let's look at the Parks on the Air website and see who's on 7204. Here we go. It's hold on, somebody's sending me a text message. Oh, I got a really nice guy on Facebook that's helped me out with my live streams, and he just came on to tell me a message. All right, so this guy's doing Parks on the Air. This is 204. Where'd I go? He is in Park Kilo 2899 in South Carolina, Huntington Island State Park. And his call sign's K4HJB. But as you can hear, he's very faint. I would give him a 5.2 as a signal report. I can hear him and understand him, but it's very, very faint. Eight zero 10. I'm going to try to get this guy. Can you guys hear it on the mic? Do you hear it on there? He's looking for another November station. Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. Oh, dumb. I'm on data still. Somebody else got him. I have my attenuation on. Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. Let's see if I squeaked in. Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. You are a 5.2 to Central Florida. 7.3, my man. Merry Christmas. We just made a QSO. How about that? We just did a QSO live on the air. I don't know if you were able to hear it. He said I was a 5.9. He was like 5.2, so he must be QRP or something. Well, since I did that, might as well put it in the logbook. Let's go over here to the logbook. I should add this to the screen so you can see what I'm doing. I'm in the team viewer thingamabob. Let's go over to here. Switch this. And that's that window. Oh, this guy's still sending me stuff. I can't talk to him and talk to you at the same time. That's that window. We don't want that. We want this window. Oh, now somebody's at my door. Hold the phone. Everybody sit tight. I love when UPS comes to see me in the middle of a live feed. We get to do an open box thing on the air. I don't know what this is. What did I order? This may be my third camera. Oh no, this is my speaker for my radio in the car from Lido Mounts. Thank you, Lido Mounts. Someday maybe I'll get them to be a sponsor here. Anybody watching me? I don't even know. Oh well. Anybody on Facebook leaving me comments, I greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's do this window capture 4. That's not the one we want. We want the other team viewer. There we go. There's the log. Okay, so let's turn this one off. And now we have the log on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to add that guy to the log. His call sign was on the other page, 204. N4MQU. So we go over to the log. Oh, not that. I don't want that. Cancel that. And we hit M4. Oh, it's N4, Mike. You idiot. N4MQU. And boom. He pops up on the screen. I click logbook. Oh, you guys aren't seeing. Oh, you're not seeing this. Hold on. I got to put the right screen up. Okay, so now I put in the guy's call sign up here, and now I hit logbook, and it opens up a window where you can see. Here's all his information. That's Mark Gibson. And he was at Park Kilo 8010. So I'll just put that in the notes. Kilo 8010. And I click F7 or add, and boom, he's in my log. That's how you do logs in Ham Radio Deluxe. This is the Ham Radio Deluxe log I'm using. All right, so let me explain a little something to you. Let's lower the volume of that guy. We don't need him interrupting us. What you're looking at here is my log. We're happy that's in. I got it in. And what we did was we went to Parks on the Air website. And we will turn that on again. We'll turn this one off and turn this one. I'm sorry. Oh, man, look at them, twins. Where's the one I want to turn off? The other window capture. Is it 4? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so now we're on the logs on Parks on the Air website. How did I get 2 of me on the screen? I turn off is that the one I want? Yeah, that's the one I want to turn off. And put the radio back. Where'd the radio go? Well, that's me. Logo, solo cam. This is the one we want. Yeah, there's the radio. Okay. So what I did was I went to this website. I looked up Parks on the Air. If you notice the center window here, this center one right here, that's the guy we just talked to. He's at McKinley Lake State Fish and Hatchery in North Carolina. He was on 7.204, and he gave me a 5.9. Little word of advice. Signal reports are basically irrelevant when it comes to Parks on the Air. They don't care about signal reports. They care that you talk to somebody in the park. As a hunter, you don't even need the park number. If you want to keep it for your reference, go right ahead. But you don't have to, because Parks on the Air doesn't care about the hunters. They keep track of it. When Mark, who's the guy we just spoke to, when he uploads his log to the Parks on the Air website, that will credit me with speaking with him, because he's putting down my call sign that I spoke with him. That's how that works. So don't worry about whether or not you get the park number or the signal report right. If you want to give him a signal report, just so as he's doing his thing, he goes around, he's getting signal reports from all over the country or sometimes all over the world, he has an idea of how good his antenna's doing. So if you tell him, hey, I hear you're 5.2, if he's QRP from North Carolina, that's fantastic that I heard him at a 5.2. I was able to understand everything he said. So how do you get started in Parks on the Air? All right, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to log out. Sign out. And as soon as it gets me signed out, come on, sign me out. Sign out. It's not signing me out of the site. Ah, there we go. Okay. So if you go to, I'm going to show you what it looks like. If you've never done Parks on the Air, you go to poda.app. Now this is the spots page, but if we go to the home page, let's go to the first page. Whoop. All right. I went to poda.app, and this is the screen that come up. This is everybody doing Parks on the Air right now. Right now, there are 37 people doing Parks on the Air. On sideband, there's only 25. On CW, there's 9. On FT8, there's 3. And on data, I don't know what data is, there's 3. But single sideband, there are 25 people right now. That's what this page is, single sideband. Now, let's say what I do when I look at the spots page, I sort by frequency. You could sort by time, which will show you the newest guy to the guy that's been on the longest. But I don't like that. I like to set it up to sort by frequency. Now, why do I say that? Well, I can pick one band and start low and slowly move my way up the band as I'm hunting. And for instance, in this case, I have it sorted by frequency. VA3WP is on 7.180, which is just barely. I'm going to go to that page right now. Where's my little rubber tip pen? This is, you get a kick out of this. Watch the camera on the radio. I tap on the 7. I get this screen. I can tap on this, and I can enter my own number. So we want to add 7.18. Now, if you want to get 7.180, that's all you got to type, then hit enter. As long as there's nothing there, it'll just move all the numbers to the left until it fills the screen the right way. So we are on his frequency now. He is in Ontario, Canada. I don't hear him. All right, the next one is 7.204. That's the guy we spoke to. All right, that's Mark. Now, if I go to 7212, that's the next one. He is in South Carolina. The guy that's doing the Parks on the Air, I can barely hear him. All right, the next working one is the bottom left there. It's on 7240. So we'll go to 7240. I don't hear anything there. Now, you see there are other people on this band talking. That's what all these symbols are. These are all people talking. Turn the light on a little bit. Oh, I don't want the light. If I turn the light on, you can't see anything. So turn this light on. Let's turn this light on so you get a little bit of a look. All right, so now you can see my pen. Well, that doesn't really help, does it? Nope, doesn't. Anyway, leave that over there. Okay, so we're on 7240, got nothing. Let's go to 7278. I got nothing on 7278. That's the last of the 40 meter band. The next one is 20 meters. And we're going to put in 14.1875. And we don't hear anybody there either. We're not having a good day here, folks. This is why I was doing the satellites, because there was no, well, you got to see me do a satellite contact, which is pretty cool. And now we're trying to get Parks on the Air. This is 14.279. Darn, I got nothing on that either. 14294. Nothing there. 295. Nothing there. 308. Oh man, I just barely hear something there. Wow, this one, I don't know where this park is. This is interesting. This call sign is CT2IFE. CT2IFE. I'm going to go look that one up. Let's go to QRZ and look that up. See who that is. I wonder what country that is. That's a different country. See, you can get DX contacts on Parks on the Air. This guy's in Portugal. I'm hearing this guy in Portugal doing Parks on the Air. Is that freaking cool or what? It's not very audible. It's pretty messed up. I know why, because it's on lower sideband. It should be on upper sideband. Why didn't anybody tell me that? Okay, so darn, I don't hear the guy. I would have loved to got that. Guy's in Portugal. I've done Parks on the Air contacts with people in Portugal, but I've never actually hunted somebody in Portugal. But I have talked to people that called me, that hunted me when I was doing Parks on the Air in Portugal. I've gotten Portugal, Spain, Sweden, France, you name it, I've got them doing Parks on the Air. From Florida. I usually get a park near water, though, when I do it. Now that got me a little almost excited there. That was on 308, right? Now we got a couple of guys in Florida on 14.315. N4 CPR. How much want to bet that's a paramedic? Let's try 315. 20 meters were probably too close to him to pick him up on 315. That's somebody talking to him, but that wasn't him. Because the guy said, QSL, thanks for the activation. All right, so now I'm going to keep my mic, but I got to tune my radio first. So what I do is I move away 3 hertz. So on 315, we'll go to 318. Nobody's talking on 318. Now I key my mic. That tunes my radio. Kilo Oscar 4. Okay, got a great SWR. Okay, now go back to 315. Now we're on 315. Something from Gulf Alpha Romeo that was. Man, I wish I could get them. I can't get them. They're too close. All right, let's go to 21.292. We're changing bands again. 21.292. Enter. A lot of people talking on here. This guy is not talking. WZ3J and N3LOU are both at this park, supposedly. Oh, wait, no, it's 2 different parks on the same frequency. How is that possible? Another one in Florida I can't get. All right, let's try 323. That's a guy doing a park to park with this guy. I hear him, but I don't hear the guy he's talking to. 21,335. Let's try that. He is in. Whoop! What happened? It just changed. M0 Tango Tango Queen. Let's see who that is. You see, these people do parks on the air all over the world. This guy's in England on 335, but I'm not getting him. Bummer. Let's go back to the parks on the air. 335 is where we left off right here. Let's go to 540, 28,545. 28.545. Enter. Let me move up a couple of hertz and tune. 28,545. I don't hear anything. Do you? No. All right, that's everybody, because now we're going back into parks that we tried already. So, all right, that was that. That was fun while it lasted. Let's see, we got any satellites coming by? Let's refresh the screen here. $1120 RS-44 went over, but it was only a 14-degree pass. I'll show you what that looks like. Let's turn the volume down on this now. We don't need that anymore. Switch the speaker to the other radio in case we go on the satellites. Turn the volume down until we need it. You can see this one, the satellite's just about to set here. Right here, it's setting. So that's useless. We're not going to get that one. The next two, I was asking questions about these two satellites on the AMSAT website. And what I found out was the Chinese space station launched XW4. So they're in a very, very similar orbit. That's why you show both of them rising at the same time and setting at the same time. I've yet to make contact on either one. Every time I try, it doesn't seem to want to work. But if you notice up here they both come, they're going to rise at 10:06. And right here, look, 21:48, they're both going to rise again. Right? And then over here, they're together. They're in similar orbits. And as you go, anytime you see the Chinese space station, XW4 is right with it. Why am I yawning so much? Okay, so what you're seeing is, because the Chinese space station launched and is orbiting the Earth, and then it released the satellite, they're basically flying together around the Earth. So that's why you see both of them rising at about the same time every day. Same with FO118. I don't know why I have a double for FO118 there. It shouldn't be, but we'll try to hook up the CAS 10, which is now XW4. Why they have all these names for these satellites is beyond me. I do not know what the point of that is. But this one's going to rise soon, and you can see right here, here's the frequency for the UHF VHF transponder. Another thing about this satellite, it's kind of new. Why are there two transponders here? I could delete one, but I'm afraid if I delete one, they'll change the frequency or something. Maybe they do have two up there and on different frequencies. It says they're both VHF, UHF, which means it's VHF up and UHF down. But let's see, let's park the antenna, because I know it's not pointing the right way right now. It's in the totally wrong direction. And CAS 10 is supposed to rise in 3 minutes at 11:42. Let's see if we see anything on it. What the heck? We got nothing to lose. Where else you going? It's a nasty day out. It's rainy. It's nasty. So the antenna is centering itself. You've noticed this box is moving towards the center of the circle. That means it's where I want it. Pointing straight up and down. Okay, now we'll do a search for CAS 10, aka XW4A. There it is, and boom, like on clockwork, the sat box is telling the rotor where to go, and you can see that here's the rotor right here moving over to the satellite, which is right there. The green is where it's going to rise. I won't even be able to hear this. This is going to be so low on the horizon. And it's to the north, which is nothing but trees in front of my house. If I showed you the front of my house right now, you'd be like, what? But what I'll do too is I'll move the camera to the other radio. Ta-da, it's all set. This is now, you're looking at the screen of my 9700. I'm keying with a regular mic. There it works. Turn the volume up now. I really don't think we're going to hear anything on this. I don't have the attenuation on, do I? Oh, that's the other thing. Whenever you're using the sat box, there you go. Sat box is telling me the bird is coming. Turn off the enable if you want to change something on your radio. Like I want to know, is my preamp is on. Okay, good. That's what I wanted to check. Okay, my noise reduction is on. Yeah, you need the noise reduction. These things are freaking noisy. All right, I got the volume up. We'll see if we hear anything. This is KO4PDI. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, we're doing a live stream right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And now we click the enable button again, so this way the radio will tune correctly to the frequency that we're looking for this XW4, aka CAS10. Let's look on the AMSAT website. I don't even think this is listed on here yet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the CAS10. There it is. Wow, they do have it in there. All right, we're on CAS10, and the last report came at 431 UTC. 416 and 431 UTC is the last person that reported they were able to hear on this, and that's call sign BA1PK, Bob Alpha 1, Papa Kilo, and Juliet Hotel 4 Uniform, whoops, move my mouse, Juliet Hotel 4 Uniform Charlie Mike. They said they were able to hear it. That he was at 431, and the other guy was at 416. So that was 12 hours ago. Let's see. I don't hear nothing yet. And let's see, how high is it in the sky right now? There it is right there. It's right on the horizon. And there's nothing but trees between here and that antenna and that satellite. I do not think I'm going to hear a thing. Got the volume up all the way. Don't even have noise. That's how good it is. After this comes SO50. That's at 1150. We'll try that one. Actually, yeah, we'll give up on this baby. Park the antenna and turn the volume down. Notice I parked the antenna. That takes the satellite out of the computer, and it stops doing the Doppler effect. Now I'm going to click SO50 as soon as the antenna parks, which it's almost there. I parked the antenna. It's perfectly up and down, pointing north. These shakes are so good. I'm sad when I finish them. I just finished that one. I put whipped cream in. Oh, it's so good. All right, where was I? Okay, we are going to try to get SO50. SO50 passes at 1150. It is now 1143 or 44. According to those clocks, 45 according to this clock. So we got 5 minutes. It's going to pass. We'll try to get that one on and get a QSO entry in. I'm going to open up another window for the QSO entry and then add that to the stream. right, let's go over here. Nope, that's not the one I want. Let's add another window capture. And there it is. Okay. There's my window for entering my QSOs. I'll put it on your screen in a second. Okay, I got it on the screen, and I will transition over to here. There you go. So now you see the satellite where it's going to pass. You can see where it is right now. Here's where it is right now. This little diamond is where the satellite is right now. See this? And then this green spot is when it's going to come above the horizon. Meanwhile, the antenna's in the middle, patiently waiting for the satellite to arrive. Once the satellite arrives, I go over to this window, and I will type in a call sign if I hear anybody right there, and then I'll save it. And if you look at the satellite window, this window over here, you notice that, hold on. Where's window capture 6? Turn that off for a second. All right, this window on the right, you notice there's 2 call signs here already. Those are people I spoke to today on AO91. That was the first satellite I ever contacted on a handheld in my driveway. So I have made a contact already today on a satellite, which is nice. I'll move this over here. This is so much. I'm telling you, half the deal with this program, this